In this video, we will review an example similar to the problem you will see in Project 3. A car rental company charges a flat fee of $60 plus 20 cents per mile driven. The total cost C is given by the formula C equal to 60 plus 0.20 C, where X represents the number of miles driven. And we will need to answer three parts of this problem. Now, to answer the first part, we need to graph the equation C equal to 60 plus 0.20x for X less or equal to 500 miles. To graph this equation, we need to start by drawing the x-axis and the y-axis. On the x-axis, we measure the number of miles x. Since the problem says that x is less or equal to 500, our x value should range from 0 to 500. Now we need to decide on a good scale for the x-axis. If we count by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our graph will be too crowded. If we count by 10, 20, 30, and so on up to 500, it will still be difficult to fit all the way up to 500. If we decide to count by 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, the graph might look too compressed. So let's decide to count by 25. 25, 50 is here, 75, 100 is here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. From 0 to 100, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it will be 200. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here it will be 300. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here is 400. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally we have 500. Looks good. Now we need to figure out a good scale for the y-axis that represents the cost in dollars. To figure out, we'll look at the smallest and largest values of C in our problem. So when x is the smallest number equal to 0, the cost will be, we need to substitute 0 into the original equation and calculate C. So it will be 60 plus 0.20 times 0, and it will be $60. And when x is equal to 500, the largest value of x, C will be 60 plus 0.20 times 500. Type this into your calculation and you will see that the cost will be $160. This means that we need to start from 0 and go up to 160. Again, I don't think that anybody would like to go by ones or by two. Even by 5, it will be too high. So let's choose scale 10. You count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So it will be 160. Now we are ready to actually graph this equation. We will already done half of the work because we know 2 points. When x is 0, c is 60. When x is 500, c is 160. So we have 2 points. Let's graph these 2 points. 0 and 60 is right here. 500 and 160 is right here. Now we're ready to draw a straight line through these 2 points. A couple of important notes. Do not extend the line to the left of the point 060 because you cannot drive a negative number of miles. The smallest number for x is 0. However, you can extend the line to the right beyond the point 500 and 160, since in real life it's possible to drive more than 500 miles. And do not forget to write the equation of our line. And our graph is complete. In part B, we need to use the graph to estimate the cost if a customer drives 300 miles. On the graph, on the x-axis, we need to find 300 miles. Then we need to draw a vertical line through this point. I will use my red pen. And I need to find the point on my graph where my vertical line intercepts with my graph. And then we should draw a horizontal line through this point. And we see from the graph that our horizontal line intercepts with vertical line at the point 120. So if a customer, this is part B, if a customer drives 300 miles, the total cost will be $120. In the part C, we are asked if the total cost is $100, how many miles were driven. So I will do the work on the next page. We had an equation C equal to 60. This is part C. We know that the cost is $100. It means we need to substitute 100 into this equation for C. And we will have 100 equal to 60 plus 0.20x. Now we need to solve this equation and find x. First of all, we will subtract 60 from both sides. And because there is multiplication between 0.20 and x, you need to do opposite. So you have to divide by 0.20. And whatever we do to one side, we have to do the same to the other side. Type this on the calculator, 40 divided by 0.20, and your final answer will be 200 miles. And please don't forget about units. I showed how to solve a similar problem that you are going to have on project 3 and how to show your work. If you have any questions, feel free to email me your questions.